You have this infectious evangelistic fervor. Like, you didn't even have to say a lot, I could feel it. Like, I can just tell you have a passion for unchurched people. What do churches, according to our research, pastors are really struggling that their churches are not outreach focused. They're not engaging the community. What's going on, in your opinion?
Well, you sure you want to ask me that question?
I do want to ask you that question.
It's the church culture. It's the Peter Drucker quote that culture eats strategy for breakfast. And we want Lifeway or whomever to give us a new strategy, a new book, a new method, a new whatever. And that's really cool when everybody's pushing something. But it comes into our church culture, and our church culture destroys it. Yes. I think that begins with, I think all things rise and fall in leadership. It begins at the top. I think that if I'm not passionate, I would say that my church is going to be passionate for what I'm going to be passionate for. And if I'm passionate about the gospel and you're not, you're either going to leave or learn to put up with it. Yeah.
Or figure out how to do it.
Right. And I think that we get confused about what the mission is. And I think about things like, terminology like, comes out of 2 Corinthians 5, 18, 19 through there, where, God's made us ambassadors and gave us this message that I'm not holding your sin against you, but I've already reconciled you back to myself. What a message to take to a lost world, And I don't call myself evangelistic. I am, I guess, by definitions, but I'm not the guy who's going to walk up and give the, Romans road to the waitress or whatever it is. I'm playing a long game, and I want to engage them and be friends with them and love them, and because I think God. We live in a world where we're supposed to argue our truths or whatever it is, and I may disagree with you, but if I don't love you, then you're just a mark on my belt, so to speak. I want to share my gospel with somebody else, and I just feel like that. I think the breakdown in the church. If you think about it like this, if there's hungry people on the one side of the room and there's food on the left side of the room, and for some reason we can't get the hungry people to eat the food, there's a breakdown somewhere. And so if the church is like this light in the darkness and this, this offer of hope, and we're supposed to have, bring, peace in the middle of chaos and all this stuff, and you got people who are desperately looking for hope and definitely looking for peace and all this kind of stuff, and they somehow there's a disconnect. What's the problem? We're praying prayers and singing songs and preaching messages. To me, it's just about the culture of the church.
If I convert you but don't love you, you're just a mark on my belt. And that's really good. Can I steal that?
Western story.
Can I steal that?
Yeah, sure you can. Absolutely you can.